All right, I don't even know where to start, but real, I start with the real shit. Just like everybody, seriously, they're doing stuff. It don't make sense. They're doing stuff but they don't have all the players no more. Because everything they've done right now, they tried to do to me, it just is a nuisance, right? Thankfully, I didn't, I don't, it's none of this stuff was like, oh, dire. But I guess to them, like I said, they're so stupid. They think it's a win for them because I don't know. But like I said, this one, it is the I got more than you stuff. Like I said, we don't buy stuff to show off. I stay by myself. Who am I showing it to? But anyway, like I said, that item I bought from Verizon, $800. Yeah, it's cause this weather, when it starts switching, the weather start changing. Hold on, let me go get my Scully. All right, so well, the big thing is now they trying to get me for $84,000, right? What do you mean? Well, 84, goddamn. They said in 2003. You know I don't work that much, so they sent a statement. I found out, and somebody identity theft me and got a job. And I'm like, you use my credentials to get a job that pays 84,000, unless it's totally. I don't know, but I already did the FTC complaint. I just finished that. It just started. I'm going to the IRS Monday because that would mean, I guess, it's been caught early enough that even if the dude or didn't do taxes this year, it would take to next year sometime, right, to be delinquent. 84,000. Don't you start once you 84? Don't you start owing a little bit? So, but I go Monday. The fastest appointment. That's pretty fast. Uh, with the IRS. So I got to go to them Monday. And yeah, I'm like, I never had a job in my life where I made 84. And I looked up the company. What's the name of it? It's headquartered in Raleigh, Democrat Central. Raleigh, this city's a big Democrat. So it's like, this is crazy. But reason I say that though is like maybe the person really, either way, that means if it's what I think it is, that's even worse. I called the company. They didn't answer the phone when I left a message because the FTC, it tells you to call the company if you find out somebody got a job in your name, and you're supposed to call it. That there's a fake person there, because if it comes back to you, that's just weird. I'm like, damn, there's somebody making that much money with my name walking around at that company. And so, uh, I'm like, and it's what's the name of it? I never even heard. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I never even heard of this company. Supposedly, when I looked it up, they make stuff to do with what's that? Chargers for the cars. Yeah, whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's like total Democrat, I would assume. Yeah, Volunteer Corporation. Volunteer Corporation. Like, so you got a job with these people making 84,000 in 2003. Goods, data, and energy mobility ecosystem, multi energy, EV charging, the car wash technology, whatever. Like, what the hell type of job you got with my credentials at that place? Make it 84,000. So anyway, that's gonna be updated. But then the Verizon fight, I think I told y'all about it. Yeah, I did. All right. So finally, I get a text. I got to text. Well, yeah, you know, what I did, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't have everything in place no more. Especially like what's the name that just stepped down? The one that was trying to get Trump, and now he's like, oh shit, and he didn't step down. So people are leaving, right? And y'all still trying stuff. And so y'all don't have people everywhere in the government. So on Verizon, I call it BBB. Finally, but really, I waited till Monday or Tuesday, and now it's finally over. They kept talking about 10 days, 5 business days. It'll take 10. And like, no, ain't nobody. No, y'all, no. At this long, I turned in. UPS said y'all received it on the 15th. All right, so then well, I'm gonna personally call. They kept. These are representatives. You dial a 611 or whatever. And I'm like, no, y'all not playing. I don't know what the hell. I'm like, I know that y'all work for these Democrat people, seriously, but this is crazy. You're not gonna get away. That thing was $800. You're not getting talking about. Oh, we didn't receive. That's impossible. UPS said they delivered it, and UPS is bigger than Verizon. UPS is world. Verizon is probably worldwide, but not like UPS. Nowhere near. UPS the size. Government contracts. No. UPS is not playing around with some little scam. But so then they still good man. I think I told the one guy kept arguing with me, just tried the same thing they always do, trying to prove they're smarter. Like, dude, you're talking about you got to do your job and don't want to lose your job by issuing me a credit that could get you in trouble. I'm like, how? Where? Yeah, I'm telling him logical stuff. Where did I get the label from? From your app, the same place I bought the device. I hit the refund button and it generated the refund label and initiated the refund. So I'm like, the tracking and all this came from your app. All I did was take the UPS store, they scanned it, doop 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 doop, because y'all are partners. That's how y'all can generate it. He's still arguing. Now call back another person, another person. Okay, now finally it's one chick. Well, finally, but 10 more days, and this was Monday. Okay, 10 more business days from today. I'm like, hell, okay. I said, okay. Finally, that's when I just did another BBB complaint. Tonight, I get a call from an executive. And honestly, I get a text. Matter of fact, the text, and about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, the this is the executive we will be calling you shortly from a to discuss your concerns. And I'm thinking it's gonna be the same type of shit. And honestly, the same. The people sound the same. They all of the texts sound the same. Finally, the phone rings. Yeah, hello. Yeah, this me. This he. Da 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 da. Finally, he sounded same. He sounded totally different. Some of the reps were white that I talked to. The six, the operators were white. Some of them were Indian sounding, but this dude, the white dude, but he sound totally different. He sound like an executive. He did the whole thing. He did the whole like finally somebody sane. And he's like, he's like, I'm here. And I looked. He's like, I looked in it. He saw that. He's like, he saw the whole time that I was right the whole time. And I'm like, sanity. He's like, is that correct? I'm like, yeah. He said, and finally, the last thing you were told, 10 more business days. And he knows that's when I, pulled hit the button for the BBB. And he's like, you know, you get, I see, this and that, and finally we issue, we're gonna issue, it's been issued or whatever. And I wasn't even paying it because I'm so busy calling everybody about the 84,000 identity theft, and protect, because that's another thing that could really, that's what they're trying to do. That can mess up ain't no could, because if somebody, not if somebody done got this job in my name, and they made $84,000, and I would be on the hook for the taxes and everything if I didn't know. Just like, and that's the thing with identity theft. if you don't stay on top and looking at your credit and this and that, once it's dug in, it's they basically almost tell you, well, it's gonna take take a while to clean up your credit and da da da, and basically next time it's on you to be more vigilant. So because you got to know, like say right now you get an alert if you got the alert stuff on that somebody opened up an account earlier today or tried to, you can shut that down immediately. But if you ain't monitoring your credit and you got good credit, and they go wild and it takes 6 8 months before you find out your credit in the dumps, and it'll take forever to clean up, and they just tell you should have been more careful. So if I didn't find out today about that identity theft with this job, and I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck you use my credentials to get a job that pay that much in this type of industry. But anyway, so the guy finally says you know that this, it's like this is, he didn't say crazy, but basically it's like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what was wrong with your people, but by the end he's like, yeah, we're gonna have more than just that's what I'm thinking, like you know training. It's like it's not even about getting them in trouble for they, it's like that was just crazy to sit there and argue. And it basically, like I said, that's a dispute. First I'm like, that's a between you and UPS, but then when I went back and they're like, no, it's delivered. And then I called the 800 number and they're like, no, they didn't even do a claim with us because we're partners, our corporation. So yeah, all they had to do was just open the claim and find out where that package is, and we'd even interview the driver who delivered it. They didn't even do that. So it's like y'all are deliberately stonewalling me. And so the guy, but he's like, yeah, he talked like an executive, no problem, apologizing. I want to apologize. I'm like, okay, all right, but then because of my email address, it has to do with Transformers, and he get da da da. Then it's like, oh, we must be about. I'm like, yeah, we're the same age. So we got into a long conversation about that, but by then I was satisfied anyway. So, and that's when I knew he was genuine. But even before he said all that, because that was at the end after he said everything, he said his piece, and then we talked about 5 more 10 more minutes, about the '80s and shit like that. But I'm like, I'm already satisfied. Long as I'm like, and he said it's almost been 30, and like a return don't take that. Not in this day and age, a return don't take 30 days. And the last thing she said Monday was 10 more business days. That's 2 more weeks. Like that is insanity. That is like 60 days, almost 50 some days for a refund. It's like, why would it take this? So that means they would have still more 10. I would have waited 2 weeks, still more bullshit. It's like, hell fucking no. But they don't understand. Our generation, we learned from the '80s. What I learned about the BBB, I don't even really remember. Probably just being a kid. Uh, Maybe even news reports, 60 Minutes, the Better Business Bureau, Better Business. I always knew. I always knew. It was nothing. It was nothing nobody taught me, or I may learned in school. I don't think. It just called them, you know. So at least hadn't infiltrated that. And even if they had, now that Trump won, it's all over. But they hadn't. They still operate people still, you know. It's like, I'm like, Verizon really just tried to gank me for $800. Like, what the, oh hell no. It did, like I told the girl, one of them, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if it's $40. You're not finna play me for my $40. But like I said, so now we gotta see what about this identity theft. Like I said, uh somebody that got, this is all the Democrats that got a job in my name, and now, and might they probably still working there because the end of the year ain't over yet. So $84,000 last year. They made 84,000. They get used my credentials to get a job making $84,000 last year. His nigga. Okay, all right, but I should go replace that. No, I don't know. It don't work like that. But all right. So anyway, the the Democrats, I must be giving them hell, because this clown using my words, because what I keep saying. He's a mayor, and I keep talking about the mayor of New York might be undercover with Trump and them, right? Now this clown, Mayor Scott, compares safe streets to
Just because
New York undercover. That clown right there. That guy's a fucking fool. It's serious. The murder and the people in Baltimore is like y'all are crazy. This safe streets is some kind of it's another BLM type scam. People, some of their higher up employees getting arrested and shit like that. And the people still taking it. So you can't feel sorry for the people who families died.
just because
Undercover police. Remember I've been saying that dude, the New York undercover, Mayor Adams. These niggas gone crazy.
some sections of the media determine that they want to make safe streets this focus and sometimes make safe streets this boogeyman.
The
We are
focus,
not going
like,
to.
yeah, this nigga, see, he too young. He's stupid. No, he really is stupid. Anybody knows safe streets is a front. It ain't the media. And you could tell, look at him, he a lame. He was out, you could tell this nigga was lame in high school. He was lame in grade school. He was
To
lame
make safe streets this
in first
focus and
grade,
sometimes
second
make safe
grade.
streets this boogeyman.
He's a
We are
fucking
not
lame.
going to compromise.
He don't know nothing about the streets, especially in Baltimore. I don't care what you say. Anybody, like I said, who grew up, like I said, grew up in New York, then in Birmingham, in the crack 80s, he ain't old enough. Kids, I can tell you, kids, all that bull, that is bull. That's just somewhere to hang out. It's not hate. That's just so if you're 12, 13, 14, 15, basically you got permission to hang out. And the girl's gonna be there. Cause all the boys, yeah, all of them, their mamas are single. 14, 15, 16-year-old girls, they hanging out. So basically it's just a meetup spot to my safe street. That what he's selling drugs, fucking hoes, and shit like that. And so they still on this, stop talking about it. It's like, look, nobody cares anymore. Y'all can wipe each other out. But I'm just reporting on it because he's using my words, meaning I didn't get to their ass. They mad. And they might really, what it might be is they might be realizing that maybe Eric Adams is, because everybody keeps seeing he keep doing things. Some people who don't think like, because they don't know what I know, it looks to them like he's just trying to get on Trump's good side because he's worried about him getting elected. It's like, nah, I think the whole time he might been part of this shit. But we'll see. That's just a thought. But them right there doing that video, that press conference shows that I'm probably, and like I said, I don't have to be, it's not that I think I'm just so much, it's like I said, they're just so stupid. This is not me being arrogant. I'm so smart. This is what I'm telling you. They done lowered the standard that low. I mean, yeah, my IQ's in triple digits, but I'm just saying, this is not a put down. Not like that. These folks are dangerous and stupid. See what I'm saying? Well, shit. Let me get up out of here.